Welcome to Burping It Out podcast with Anna Regina. I'm Anna Regina, and this is Burping It Out, where we don't say what we think, we burp it out. Today, I'm gonna embarrass myself. Yeah, I guess you can call that embarrass myself. You know those memes, those Kermit memes, I think especially, where Kermit is in bed, and it's kind of like, oh, when you're in bed, like, falling asleep, and then suddenly you think of something that happened 2 years ago. So, there are a lot of stories that I cringe every time I remember. And I thought I would share them with you, for one reason. For two reasons. One, they might be funny. And the second one is because, they are really cringy. Like, I cringe so hard when I remember them. And one of them happened, 6 years ago. 6 freaking years ago. And I still cringe really hard when I remember it. And I thought that they would be less cringy, or, maybe they're gonna have been worth it, in the end, just by making a piece of content, out of them, which is this episode. So, there we go. I have an outline with a list of, these stories. They are written in no particular order, from, more to less cringy or whatever. They're also written in no particular, chronological order. So, there's that. Okay, so the first story that I'm gonna tell you, is this time where I was in 8th grade. I was 13. I was doing a science project, because we were doing a science project in groups. Now, actually, I don't really remember what we were doing. Oh, yeah. Interview a scientist. And each group had to come up with 30 questions to ask the scientist and stuff. And there was another project that was basically growing plants. The same groups did both of the projects. Oh my god, I'm remembering just as I'm talking about this. Anyway, so in my group, I was the leader of the group. I was chosen by the teacher, who was my crush, by the way. TMI, but whatever. I don't care at this point. I was 13, I'm 17. That was 4 years ago, okay? Shut up. And I got over the guy, 7 months ago. Okay, shut up, Anna. No one cares. It was me, the leader of the group, a friend of mine, and 2 guys. And the guys did nothing, absolutely nothing at all. And my friend and I, we did everything. We pretty much did everything. So, I wanted to let the teacher know, because obviously we were going to get a good grade on the projects because we did them right, but, not all of us did something. It was just me and my friend. Literally 50% of the group, immigrants, that's how you say it? I don't know. 50% of the people in the group actually did the work. And so me and my friend, we went to the teacher and I told him, but instead of telling him hey, so you take that into consideration, when you're giving us our grades, or, you take that into consideration. And instead of saying give us a higher grade, I said give them a lower grade. So, that was impolite, this, not impolite, but that was it was wrong to ask them to remove grade to them, even though it it should be the case. I should have said you should take that into consideration so that me and my friend get a higher grade. It was probably not that big of a deal, and I don't regret what happened, because actually conversation was really funny. Well, not funny, but I don't know. It was cool, he was my crush. Obviously any conversation with him was just great. And I don't think he took that, not as an offense, but I don't know, he didn't look at me with a weird face when I said that, so maybe he wasn't that weirded out. Does that expression exist? I don't know. When I said it. So, I mean, I don't regret it, but it's pretty cringy now that I think about it, So there's that. I was 13. I'm not justifying it, but I was 13. Um, the next story is I think the most cringe-worthy one, literally. So this one happened 6 years ago. Literally, this is the one that happened the longest ago, and it's the most cringiest one. I'm sorry. Okay. So we were in religion class or Catholic religion class or something. Catholic religion, that's what the subject was called. I was in primary school. I was in 6th grade. I was 11. I already said that I was 11. I'm so repetitive. I'm sorry. In that class, I was sitting next to one of my best friends. Honestly, I had so much fun with her. I'm not that close with her right now, which is pretty fucking sad. But like honestly, we laughed so much together. We had so much fun whenever we were together. And so we sat together in that class. And so the teacher, obviously, she, like behavior is part of your grade, And she was like, okay, like in front of everybody, she told us our grades and stuff. And she was like, well, Anna, she got a good grade and stuff, but like she talks a lot with her friend. So like, let's say she has an 8 or something. I don't know if I should give her a 9 in the final grade or something like that. And, and if actually in the end she gave me a 9, but I didn't realize that, like I didn't hear that, I think. And so I thought she was gonna leave me with an 8. And I don't know why I cared so much about it, like it was primary school, like who cares? But it was pretty ambitious. I mean, it was great that I wanted to get a 9, And so instead of telling her, like, actually, I don't talk so much with my friends. Actually, she actually, I think she used the expression, like, it's kind of like a bad influence for me or something. And I didn't want to see myself like she was, like, influencing me in any way. Like, I am her friend. She's my friend, whatever the fuck. And so I wrote a little note saying that I was not being influenced by her and that I wanted, my 9, basically. The note must be somewhere out there. Well, maybe not. Anyway, I don't know. And the thing is, I highlighted the part where I said, she's not influencing me or something. And I, like, literally, I was so shy. I was fucking shy. And instead of just telling the teacher, hey, like, whatever, I wrote her a little note. So I gave it to her. And I ran to the lunchroom. Is it the lunchroom where we all have lunch? Yeah, let's say it's called that. Anyway, and so I ran to the lunchroom because I was so embarrassed. Because I was shy, okay? And so before going to the lunchroom, I was talking to a lot of my friends there. And then the teacher approached me and she said, hey, I wrote your note and blah, blah, blah. Hi, this is me editing. The teacher said, I wrote your note. I meant, I read your note. Why am I so stupid? This is what happens when you explain things fast and you don't really have a schedule, or like you don't really think about the story before saying it. You mess up a lot and you explain it like shit. Now that I'm editing, I'm realizing that a lot of the things that I'm explaining in the recording, I explained them pretty much like shit. Like, it's all true, like, as it happened, but, like, I'm shit at explaining myself. I'm sorry. Like, I don't remember exactly what she said, but she was like, no, you actually have the 9. Like, don't worry. Like, I actually had said that you had the 9, and I was like, oh, thank you, whatever. And it was, like, even though, like, the story turned out, like, good, I feel really, like, I cringed so much, like, it's so cringy, the fact that I was shy enough to, like, talk to her in person, but then I wrote her a very cringe-worthy letter. And here I messed it up again. I meant I was either too shy not to talk to her in person or shy enough not to talk to her in person. Why am I so stupid? I swear to God, I'm not on drugs. Continue. Not letter, note. I'm sorry, I messed up the two. And I highlighted also parts. Like, I highlighted, like, I don't, like, I'm not being influenced with my friend. It was kind of like yelling at her, but in a note. Well, not really yelling at her, but it was not, like, the most, like, chill note ever. I don't know how to explain it, but like it was so cringy. Why couldn't I just have talked to her like in person? And she was like, "Why did you write me a note instead of just telling me?" And I was like, "Well, I had to go to the lunchroom quickly, and I didn't have time to tell you." That was my excuse. That was a very lame excuse. She must have known that it was because I was shy. So yeah. By the way, that teacher she died. I think like 2 years ago. Rest in peace. She was a really nice person. She was a really nice teacher. She was a great person. Anyway, let's go to the next story. Oh my god, this one is really cringy. This happened 2 years ago. I was 15. One of my friends invited me and another 5 friends to play Just Dance at our house. We had a lot of food, okay? We had potato chips, we had popcorn, we had pizza, I believe, too. We had burgers, I think, too. I don't know. We had an amazing evening. And we played Just Dance and other games, I think. And there was a point where me and my friends were together doing nothing. Like, we were on our phones and stuff. We kind of, like, took a break from, like, Just Dance, I guess. And I tried to sing in a way that it was funny. You know, like, I was going to try to do something like Ariana Grande, but, like, imitating her, like, in a bad way. Kind of like, or something like that. Like, I kind of wanted to, imitate her the way that she sings, but like in a funny way, so that they would laugh or something. And when I sang, it actually sounded good. Like like it actually sounded good. Like it was like, I don't know what I said. I can't imitate it right now. I can't do it again. Like I don't even know how the fuck I did it. But like it actually sounded really well, and it was like it didn't even sound like my voice. Like it sounded so well, and okay, so I kind of like cringe when like girls sing just like out of nowhere and like trying to do it actually good. It's kind of like, because it's kind of like they're bragging about like they think they sing well. They know they sing well, and sometimes they don't even sing well, but like they think they sing really well, and they just like, they're kind of like trying to brag, or like, hey, look at me, like listen to me, I'm singing and I'm doing it right. And like I don't like that, okay? I'm not one of those girls. It's not me. Like if you do it, I'm not going to hate you. I'm not going to judge you. It's just that it's not my favorite thing to hear people doing, whatever, I guess. And it's I don't care. I don't have the best opinion on it, you know what I mean? But like I don't really care. It's just like, it's not me. Like I'm not that kind of person that just sings like out of nowhere, actually trying. Because I was trying to be funny when I sang it, and it actually turned out good, and I didn't want it to seem like I was actually like bragging like those girls. Oh, I'm sorry, that was my bottle. And so they remained silent after I sang that part. Well, that whatever the fuck I sang. And then one of my friends, she was like, "Oh my god, did you guys hear that? That was amazing." And I was like, "Really? No, I was actually gonna try to like imitate Ariana Grande with like in like a fooling around way. You know, I love Ariana Grande, and I've been obsessed with her, I think, since I was like 12. Wow. Time flies. Okay. So, and I was like, I wasn't actually trying, but like it turned out like the way that it turned out, and my friend was like, "Oh my god, that was amazing." And I was like, I don't know, it was really cringy. Like I actually sang that right. Oh my god, I feel like I'm telling the lamest stories, like, because they all actually turned out like well. But like they're cringy. The thing is, like, the things that happened were cringy. You know what I mean? Like it was cringy, the fact that like I didn't want them to think that I was like one of those girls that would, you know what I mean? Like it was fucking cringy. And now, like, some of those friends that were there that day, every time I talk to them, every time I see them, every time whatever, I remember that time. And and it's really cringy, and I hate it. Let's go to the next story. Oh, this one happened when I was in 10th grade. I was 15. It was the same year. It was a little bit some months after this story that I just told you. Um, Me and one of my friends were giving a class presentation for English class. And I don't know if you know this, but I live in Spain. And we are studying English in school, supposedly. Um, you, well, as you're listening to me, you're probably assuming that everybody in my school talks like that. But I'm a self-taught English speaker. Actually, I learned, let's say 90% of what I know, I learned it on the internet. And we Spanish people were not famous exactly for being good at languages, in particular English. We actually suck at it. We absolutely suck. And the level of English that is taught in schools is just absolute ass. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I also hate how languages are being taught. I think it's just the system that people use, the method, the whatever the fuck they do, it sucks. It stinks. It's shit. Anyway, so me and my friend were giving this class presentation, and I was chill. I'm always chill in my presentations because, nobody's fluent. Nobody thinks in English. Nobody can say shit. And so I'm always pretty freaking confident when I give my presentation because I know that no one can do what I can do. And so that was not my friend's case. She actually has studied what she had to say very well. The problem was that because that time, actually, the teacher, because it was towards the end of the year and like a lot of us were changing schools and we weren't going to see each other again. My teacher, she wanted to record us to have that forever, I guess. And so that was the first time that we were being recorded. Hi, it's me again. Not only did I just say we were being recorded. And we were not being recorded, we were being filmed. Both audio and video. So, yeah, if I mess up the words in the future, just know that, I noticed that I said it wrong. Okay, let's go back to, And actually, the first, because we did that in couples, me and my friend. And so we were the first ones to present, therefore the first ones to be recorded. And my friend got nervous. And so she kind of like went blank, like her brain kind of like farted every like minute. And so she got really nervous and she was like, oh my God. And she actually really showed that. And it was not like, sometimes when you fuck up, it's like funny because it's like, oops, I'm sorry. Like I fucked up. It's kind of like my podcast. Like I fuck up a lot, but like, it's not, I guess like it's not that cringy to like listen to. Like it's probably a little annoying, like listening to me and going like, oh my gosh, she forgets what she says every once in a while, but it's like, sometimes it's kind of like awkward because it's like, oh man, I forgot. Oof. And you kind of like, you can feel like the tension that she's going through by saying that and stuff. And we were being recorded and stupid fucking me, she made faces. I made faces. I don't know why, like I couldn't help making those faces. Like at some point, like I never watched that video. I'm very thankful for the fact that I never watched it. But I made a lot of faces and not faces like ew, like she's presenting like shit, but faces like cringing, like like she's suffering, like kind of like cringing faces, and it's really awkward because not only my English teacher was there, but also like the teacher who, she wasn't actually the one recording because she was not that good with technology. It was actually my teacher crush, the one that I mentioned in the other story, who came to class and and recorded the presentation. And so that was fucking cringy. It wasn't cringy when I presented. That was actually really cool. I was really happy about the fact that my teacher was watching me express myself in English fluently. But yeah, that was cringy. It was cringy. When they watched the video, they were probably what the fuck? Like, could you, like, you guys are being recorded. Why would you make faces, you know? Anyway, um, and the last story, the fifth story that I'm gonna tell you, um, oh my god, okay. Okay, so this happened in 10th grade too. It happened, I think, before the story that I just told you, the presentation. Oh my god, I'm not sure about this one. Okay, I'm gonna say it. We were in science class, with my teacher crush, and me and one of my friends, we were together in that class, and so I don't know why the chairs and the desks were like moved, and so my desk was somewhere else, and I had to move the chair and the table all the way from one side of the class to the other, um to put it, next to my friend. And so, like it's not just like moving it, there's actually everyone else's desks there, so you have to like carry the chair and the table like high up or something, and and put it where the fuck you want to put it. Why am I explaining this so badly? Anyway, so I could do it perfectly with a chair because it's a chair, but with the table it was harder, and I was kind of like struggling. And then one of my friends, she was like, Can I help you?" And I was like, "Yes, please." And so we both carried the table, and we carried it like high up, like above everyone else. And one of my classmates, he was like, "Why do you need two people to carry a table?" I mean, he was fucking big. Like, the guy who said that was fucking big. He could totally freaking carry that table himself and carry it high up, but I can't, okay? Have you seen my arms? I have no muscle, okay? I have no strength in my arms. And so I actually have some, but like not a lot. Not enough to like carry a chair. Like, I'm not that, you know what I mean? Like, I can't, like, I'm clumsy, okay? I can totally carry the table, but I'm clumsy. I might kick someone else with the table, you know what I mean? And so he was like, "Why do you need two people to carry the table?" And I was like, "Well, because if I carry it myself, I might kill someone." And then my teacher was like, "Well, as long as you don't kill me." And I was like, "You'd be the last one I would kill." And I actually I actually told my friend, the friend that was sitting next to me, I told him this anecdote the other day. Well, the other day, actually months ago. I told him because I wanted to know whether he remembered it or not. And he didn't remember it. But I told him anyway. And so, oh my god, that was freaking cringy because I pretty much proposed to him. I confronted him, okay? And it was in public. Like, I pretty much admitted my love for him. Do you realize how serious that is? Like, my teacher, he didn't say anything. I mean, the way that he reacted to it, I don't think he even heard it. Maybe, I don't know. He's really good at not making you feel awkward. He was such a nice guy. But, but that was, oh my god, that was huge. I mean, like, actually, right after I said it, I was like, what the fuck did I just say? Like, like, what the fuck did I just say? It was, I'm never doing that again, okay? I mean, if you, like, confront your crush, it's, like, cool, like, it's great, you know? Like, you should have the courage to do that and the strength to do that, but, like, the thing is, he was a teacher, okay? Are you shitting me? What are you gonna do? He's married and he has 3 kids. Like, are you kidding me? What are you gonna do? Is he gonna divorce and then you guys are gonna marry and have another 3 kids and live by the beach? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, obviously that was impossible and I knew that, but I don't know why. I just, like, I said that. I don't know. I don't even know how I said that. I think I wasn't even thinking. But it was fucking cringy because, like, actually for the rest of the afternoon I was like, oh, what did I say? Why would I say that? Am I stupid? So yeah, that was all. I think that wraps up my list of my most like cringeworthy moments. There are many more, obviously. I've lived for 17 years, and a lot of those, a lot of the time that I've been alive, I've had cringy moments or situations that I still cringe at right now. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a jiggle or a laugh or whatever. I'm gonna burp. Um, I don't know. I feel much better now that I just let it all out. And now saying it aloud and knowing that this is gonna be heard by people. Maybe they're not that big of a deal, but like sometimes when you think stuff and you think it to yourself, it's kind of like a bigger deal. You know what I mean? If you're someone who is always, thinking about these things and stuff and cringes too hard at these things, just think that no one actually remembers that shit, okay? There actually, you might think about these things like in the middle of the night, like when you can't sleep, but the people that were in those situations, they don't even think about it at all. I don't remember any situations where, like, I don't usually remember situations where my friends were really embarrassed or when they did or said something stupid. I don't really remember those things. So just think that, people actually don't really remember those things unless it was like a big deal. So yeah, I hope you have a nice day. I hope that you don't cringe at situations like this. I'm gonna burp and I'm gonna go. Bye. And that was the end of the episode. Hope you liked it. This podcast is also on Twitter and Instagram at Burping It Out Pod, at BURPINGITOUTPOD. You can also find me on social media at It's Anna Regina, at ITSANAREGINA. I hope you have a great day or night, and I will see you next time. Can't you see, honey, you were for me? Oh, we were meant to be.